So now let's go to our main topic, the end of the sufferings, the third truth out of 4. As we defined before, the suffering is dissatisfaction, not feeling good enough, the shame and constant guilt. We have to accept their existence and embrace them and look at their causes, see them very clearly as the roots of negative emotions, as they are their causes, the roots of negative emotions. Then we are able also to uproot them and bring to the end all these sufferings. Thus we can attain the liberation from all this shame and dissatisfaction, and finally feel the ultimate contentment. This ultimate contentment can happen only in the present moment. But thoughts appearing in our mind are mostly about past memories or future worries. There is no true I in the future or past. There is no reality, but the true I is always in the present moment. That can't be caught, and we don't need to catch it. Just relax and know it is flowing from moment to moment. Be gentle to yourself. In reality, the suffering happens because of this clinging to the past thoughts and ideas for future, the worries for future. It is some kind of subtle attachment. These constantly repeating thoughts of past and future create the chain of thoughts. And when we are aware and mindful that those past and future are not our true self, then we see this chain of thoughts as a movie, watching it without attachment or identifying ourselves with any character. In this natural state of mind of present moment, there is no past or future story, there is no right or wrong, there is no good or bad. It is spontaneous and it is clear and aware. This pure awareness becomes equal to the loving kindness, the same warmness, the same light and relaxed state, spontaneous, empty awareness, which is happening every second. It might be called nature of mind. It is so beautiful, and you can see the truth in front of your eyes right now, because what you are seeing is actually your mind. What you are experiencing is your mind. To feel always content, we just need some skill to accumulate this relaxed and effortless focus. This focus is needed to maintain this true state of awareness, loving kindness, like a space beyond the space. It is not so easy to maintain it, but it works to train our mind with this relaxing meditation. First on our body, then on our breath, and move to the thoughts, then go deeper. It needs just regular training of our mind. And this skill surely will be obtained. Before the state of limitless space appears, we will still be involved in this chain of thoughts, and ego will still remain there. Actually, this is the ego who creates all these past and future stories. It is the ego who feels useless, ugly, lonely, old, and dissatisfied. Only ego believes in these stories and creates a poor self-image. This dissatisfied mental image doesn't let you sleep. It sucks all the energy. It doesn't give you time for loving kindness and compassion. Every day we have a limited energy, but if we meditate for 5-15 minutes a day, it gives ourselves some rest. It charges us with a fresh loving kindness and relaxation that will definitely save a lot of energy. And our past and future are like bubbles. They are creating just an illusory self. In our past and future, there is no true I, as well as our body is not our true I. Our, for example, 10 years old self is dead already long time ago, because billions of selves already died and born since then. All our body cells are renewed, they be unchanging every time. They are renewing all the time. Every second, they are changing each other. Right now, our body is completely new. The same with the thoughts. There is no true I in our thoughts. They are also all illusion. Every day we have 60, 80,000 of thoughts coming and going in our mind. Every day we're going through many emotions and sensations. But most of us believe that past body and thoughts are real if we can't let them go, if we grasp our past. Thus we're creating dissatisfaction within ourselves. This idea of I is like a clay pot. There is a name, the clay pot, and it is made out of clay particles. The earth mixed with water, which became mud. Then its shape is created by pottery. This all creates the story of the pot, but if we look in detail, it is empty. Earth particles and water particles are molecules. Molecules are made out of atoms. In the nucleus of atoms, there are protons, neutrons, and electrons. Between each of these electrons, neutrons, and protons, there is an empty space. Neutrons are formed by quarks vibrating and representing energy. In the end, everything is made out of them, so there is only this vibrating space all over everywhere. The whole world is made out of atoms and particles, the quarks. Everything we see is all this vibrating energy. The end of the suffering is possible when we are aware of all this. Why do we experience suffering? Because we have wrong conceptions, because of ignorance, because of our belief in an illusion, because of this misunderstanding. But if we are aware of these things, we are really practicing like a dream yoga. In the dream we see everything as manifestations of our subconsciousness. We see manifestations of our mind. The space between dream objects is also our awareness. There is no subject and object as separate. Whatever we see is empty. Knowing the simple truth and maintaining it is the dream yoga. Being aware in lucid dream is also good as a part of development, but there is still duality. If we make a step beyond, we will be aware of interdependence and we will not see the separate I, the separate he, the separate they. In reality, also a dream reality, everything is also our awareness, the subject which perceives, the object which is perceived, and the space between subject and object are all our awareness. In the end, as the world is made out of space, then it is not so solid as we perceive it. Now, I'll tell you one secret. Are you ready to hear it? Did you know that you've never seen the outside world? You've never seen your parents, you've never seen your friends. You always see only your image of all these people, all these objects of this world. There is an outer object, but we are able to see and perceive only the light and sound which enter through our eyes, ears, and other five senses. If we look at our vision, for example, from the biological point of view, we'll see that the light is bouncing into our eyes. It is reflecting and going through our eyes, it comes into our heads, and the image appears deep behind there. Not even on the surface of our eyes. Light enters our eyeballs, the image appears down in our eyes, the image information passes to the back of our brain. Then we are seeing the world inside of us. Images of subject and objects are in our brain. We create the subjects and objects within ourselves. And whatever we see and perceive in this world depends on the story we have, depends on our emotions and experiences. One can see the distorted image only because of the vision polluted by the stories which one holds on. That's why one can see the things as they really are. But all the purpose of our meditations, of our loving-kindness development, is to become able to see the things as they are without distortions, directly, without any prism.